What's going on, guys? It's Dating Dynamics back again with another banger. And today we're going to talk to you guys about getting in where you fit in. What are we telling you about that today?
That's what's up, man. Today we're back with a new dynamic. We're gonna talk about how to put yourself out there to find out where you fit in and to maximize your potential and to maximize your dynamics.
So, how do we go about doing that? What's the first advice you would tell these guys?
Well, when it comes to maximizing your potential in the dating market, you really have to put yourself out there. You have to go to as many venues as possible, go to different parties because you want to meet different types of women, right? You want to meet different types of women. You want to diversify, your potential partners and your potential matches because you really don't know who's gonna like your vibe, who's gonna like your swag, who's gonna like your personality. So you have to put yourself out there, and I feel like most guys are not doing that,
You,
right?
you know what? Speaking on that, you're absolutely right. Because one thing I've noticed is a lot of guys will complain that they don't have the best dating life because either they'll find some fault with themselves or they'll find some fault with girls or women. But these guys are not the most social of individuals. They don't place themselves in various dynamics
Right.
where women will be present. So if you don't put yourself out there, there's nothing which can be done for you. So for instance, if you're a younger guy, look, you need to put yourself in situations where there's going to be younger girls, you need to
Mm-hmm.
be at the mall where there will be girls there. You need to be even in the gym. There will be girls in the gym, guys.
Exactly.
Trust me, they go. You need to create a social life because look, most the best dynamic for you to thrive in is going to be a social dynamic because you're already vouched for. If you know a chick's friend and she knows that she knows
Mm-hmm.
you through that friend, guess what? You've already crossed the biggest hurdle.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Like you gotta always be ready to strike. Always be ready to make that move, man. Like when you go out, okay, when you go to the store, when you go to the mall, when you're out shopping, then you always gotta be ready to strike because here's the thing. Guys like to rely on like one, just one dynamic. Oh, I get girls at the club. That's what I'm good at. So I'm only gonna do that. Or I get girls in my neighborhood, for my social circle. That's no. You have to maximize every option because in life you really don't know like who you're gonna meet, who's gonna be a potential, right? Like a potential match that you could really have something with, you could really have a chemistry with. So the only way to do that is by putting yourself out there.
Exactly. And that's one reason why I say we're not PUAs because we're not telling you guys to just go out within one particular setting and then just, try to speak to as many girls as possible. No, that's not natural. What we want you guys to do is to place yourself in various dynamics, in various situations where you can naturally speak to as many girls as possible and it doesn't look forced. Okay? If you're just, shopping for some groceries and you happen to be in the same aisle and you just start talking to the girl because you both like cocoa puffs, let's say.
Exactly.
You see how natural that's created, whereas you're actively looking to speak to somebody in the grocery store. That's a bit
Right,
creepy.
like the PUA thing where you're running after the girl
No,
on the street, like,
don't do
hey,
that.
stop! I saw you walking, dude. That doesn't work. Well,
It
that
doesn't.
doesn't work 99% of the time. Like the thing is, you want to find out how different types of women perceive you. Okay, like you could say, oh, I'm 20. I know a lot of guys who say I'm 25 and I'm not having any success with girls my age, right? Girls 22, 23, they don't really like me like that. But then if he started talking to women that are like 26, 27, he could be successful with them. You will only know if you trying out those different strategies, right? So you really don't know how different, and I'm saying that from experience. Like I've had success with older women, like 29, 30. I've had success with like younger girls. Like you really don't know until you actually try it out.
Yeah, you're not going to know. And some guys may think, oh, I'm a lost cause, but guess what? You never speak to anyone outside of your periphery. And that's another thing which we want guys to understand. Look, girls are girls are a handful, and they have a bunch of diversity. Is what I
Right.
mean when I say girls are a handful. So it's there's not just one type of girl. There's not just one type of women which you should focus on. There are various women from various backgrounds, from various cultures, which you guys can go out, date, learn more about them, have experiences with them, have fun with them. But if in your mind you're just thinking, I just want this type of girl, I just want the Instagram baddie, that's all I want. And trust me, man, you're in
Yeah.
for a world of hurt. You're gonna flop like
Exactly.
crazy, and you're gonna fail. But we're telling you guys now, once you broaden your horizon,
Hmm.
the future just gets better for you from there.
Exactly. And the other thing I noticed just being out there the past couple of years is that you actually get better every time you go out. That's assuming that you're actually paying attention to the mistakes that you made. It's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Or I shouldn't have, introduced myself that way. I shouldn't have, closed that way. You notice the mistakes that you made and you learn from them and you actually get better every single time, right? It's like, small progress, and every night you go out, you improve, and your actual success will go up too. It's like, I made a mistake where I went to the nightclub and this girl is sitting right next to me, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm not feeling it right now, and I'm playing it cool and I'm playing it laid back, and then she was down the whole time. She's looking at me, but I'm playing it cool. And then at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, I fucked up. Like what I should have done is I should have taken action instead of like playing it cool, trying to be the cool guy. I should have taken action, and I could have had some success with that. So you always want to strike, and you always want to learn from those mistakes.
And you know what? The perfect example, which is similar to that, was that one time when we went to the restaurant together, and there was this
Yeah.
one waitress there. Like
Don't even talk about it, bro.
she was flirting with me, and I didn't notice it, but he did, right? And he told me, "Hey, you should ask her for a number," but I wasn't feeling it. Looking back on it, as soon as I left, I realized, oh crap,
Exactly.
she was really giving me a lot of signals that she was interested. I
Right.
mean, she even like offered to put my food, in a to-go plate. She like in a to-go box. She didn't
For
offer
real.
him that. She offered me
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
that's how you know that this girl was really interested. But guess what? In that particular moment, my mindset wasn't focused on that. And I
Exactly.
think I missed out on that
That
as a
that's
result.
something else we learn. Like whenever your mind is telling you, "Oh, just play it cool. It doesn't matter." That's like a false sense of abundance, right? Your mind is telling you, "Oh, you already got a girl. Don't worry about this one." No, this one is just gonna be on your roster, and that way you have more abundance. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this false sense of security. It's like, oh, this girl is checking me out, but I'm not feeling it. No, if she's checking you out and she's a baddie, right? You should still go out, still see where it leads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I mean, most guys out there probably don't have a girl. And if you don't have a girl, look, every single situation where you get to interact with a member of the opposite gender, I'd say take it.
Take it,
Take
yeah.
it. Just even if it's just friendly, casual conversation. Just speak to someone in that setting to see how you do. Because guess what? You may be antisocial and you don't even know it. You may not do so well in social settings. So once you're able to speak with a girl and you're able to see exactly how it plays out, it transfers really well to dating.
Exactly. Like most guys, like you said, most guys don't have that abundance anyway.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that abundance and you see a girl and she's checking you out, she's looking at you, dude, when in doubt, always take action because you're gonna regret not taking action even more. So when in doubt, go ahead, say hi, say something, flirt, smile, do something. That's always a better thing to do, man. But anyway, like we said, put yourself out there, maximize your dynamics, meet as many girls as possible. You really don't know who likes you. You really don't know how women perceive you in the marketplace, so yeah.
Yeah, guys. Look, no pain, no gain. If you don't put yourself out there, you're not gonna see any success. So put yourself in as many different dynamics as possible.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
With that said, we out. We'll be back with with another dynamic.
Dating dynamics. Peace.